Hi, Gamer here. In this video, we'll try to answer the question you already sent me in my videos. Most of the question come for the playlist where we do the city generation. So we'll try to do my best actually to answer most of your question. So you can you can understand that I can do support for each and every one of you. So what I will do, I will try to do this video to answer most of the common question regarding the generation of the city. So the beginning will be from the step where you do have already have downloaded the city sample project, and it is in your system installed and already up and running. So from there, what I will do, I will start the process of creating your own city generation. And if you do have some issues along, I will try to explain and do redo the step until the issue is gone. So this will be a live session, so maybe it will be a lengthy one. So I apologize for that, and I hope you enjoy this video. Without further ado, let's start. I would like to thank all the newcomers to the channel and invite the new one to do so. So subscribe to have new content like this one each week. Thanks for all the newcomers and welcome to the channel. Once you install the city sample project, you already do have this file in the file computer. I already downloaded my file in city sample, and you do have this readme file which you should read because it's an important one. So it will be our guide, at least in the first steps. So the first steps are the requisites and the prerequisites, and these are very important. So most of the question come, I'm using this version of Houdini, I'm using this version of Unreal, and if you read the readme is clear. You should follow the Houdini 18.5.532 as the version of the Houdini, and you should use Unreal 5.0.3. It's very important to do so. The second thing, you should use the version of Houdini which is the indie version, which I already have. So you can see that I already have Apprentice, but this will not work for you. This is the free version and it will not work. At least you should use indie or the Houdini FX, which is the one I'm using daily. So this is about the prerequisites. Please do so, and please do use this version. The next step is use the not the Python 2 version, because there's in the site of side effects. Let me go check with you. So side effects Houdini, and I will put 18.5.532, and I will put download. So I will go with the download one. So let me show, because this is very important step. You should follow along with the right version to ignore most of the issues you do have. So you can see that this is the download section. So you do have to log in, which I will do. And from there, you can directly go with the launcher, or download, you go to the production builds. And I think it's in the production builds. So this is what we'll do. You can use the launcher. I encourage you to do that. Or you can go to the production build. You can see that the version right now is 19.5.605. So what I will do, I go to production builds, and from there I will have all the daily builds of Houdini. And from there, what I can do is choose which the most suitable version for me. You can use the Python 3, which is the last version of Python, okay? And I think I do have a video on explaining which difference between the Python 3 and the Python 2 in the no PDG error video. You can find it in the channel, and we'll put the link for you right there. So go check for yourself. So you can see that we do have the Python 3 by default version, and we do have all the version. You can, by the way, you can find the Linux version, Mac version, and the Windows version. So Mac, Linux, and Windows, and you can find it by the icon, or you can read for yourself Mac OS X or Linux or Win64, which is Windows. So from there, what we can have, you can see that there's you can go and check only the Windows version. I'm using Windows, so I'll go with the Windows version, and you can see you do have a filter each time you check this. So I will go to the Python 2 and remove the Python 3, and there I can find the version I'm looking for. And this is the one that you should download, Houdini.5.532. I hope this answers the question about what version of Houdini and which one you should download and which one you should use. You should use this one if you want to do the city sample project. If you have any other application to do, go with the last version of Houdini. I encourage you, and please do the Python 3. There's always a workaround if you don't want to have, for example, check for yourself the errors of Python 3. But what I do, I choose the safe way, and I have gone with the Python 2 version. Okay, maybe it will put us some issues, but I'm not sure. If you follow logically and the guide, this is the one you should do and do it. So this is it. Let's start with the steps. So sorry for the lengthy introduction, but I think it's for the good cause. So the next step would be, first one, create the folder where we will put our cities. So this is the one, city sample, in the D drive. So I do have a D drive. If you don't go with the C drive, no problem. Just remember where you put your files. So I'll do a copy paste, so no errors there. City sample in the D drive. So I'm following religiously the guide. So first one. The next one would be to extract the city sample Houdini file.zip, which you found in the city sample project. So don't look it in another place. It is already there. Once you download the city sample project, you do have the zip file which we will work with. So do a copy and go to the city sample source, put it there, paste, and then extract it here. So what I will do, extract all the files, which is one folder, I think, which is the folder for small city. So from there you do have these two files and small city, and in small city you can see all the files. If you follow along with the guide I do in the playlist, you do find the same folders: caches, export, Houdini, then PBC. So if you finish the playlist, you should have the same, this one. So the small city is the graph responsible for generating the small city level you found in the city sample project. Okay, and they provided you with the file they used to generate the small city level. Okay, they don't put the big city level, I don't know, but I assume, I understand that if they respect their own guides, they should do the same. So the next step would be to modify the houdini.env file, because this is very important to have the city, for example, the city processor node, for example, the city shape node, all the nodes necessary to this demo to function. So what I will do, I will go to houdini.env, and you found it in the C drive in the users folder, your name, your username, document, houdini.env. So I will do the same. I will go to my documents directly, which is the shortcut to do so. So you don't have to go from the C drive. Just go to documents, your folder, in your user account, and you should be in 18.5. So if you want to follow the guide from the beginning, I will do so. So we go C, users. Mine is a French OS, so I have a different name. Maybe you do have another one, but go to the users folder. In mine is utilisateur, then Elbai, which is my name. Okay, then I go to documents. I will, and you will be in the same folder if you use the document shortcut. Okay, so where is the houdini.env? This is it. This is the houdini.env. You should find it here. And from there, what I will do, I will edit it with Notepad. So in the beginning, there is nothing in the Houdini file except for this first line. Okay, this is to prevent the splash from happening. And if you want to put it out, you just put a 0 and you should be good to go. But what we want is that to have a reference to our city sample Houdini path. And this is to inform Houdini that the path that he should use is this one. So what I will do, I do the copy, okay, and I put it in houdini.env. This is what the guide says, and this is what the README says. Make sure to replace the sample part with the actual location. Obviously, you should use the folder where you extract the city sample before, and use the anti-slash and not the slash and not the backslash. Okay, no backslash. Use the slash. So if you find it, see, this is slash, not a backslash. Okay, use slash. So this is it. We should be good to go. We should save. And from there, once we save, what we will do, the last step should be to open Houdini. So save. This is it. We've done it. Okay. And we should have the Houdini sub menu inside the geometry node. Go look to under Epic Games sub menu. And this is there where we found the nodes used by the city sample. So till now, what we have done just is to prepare the environment to work. So the next step would be go to the D folder where we extracted the city sample, and we should have the city sample. So from there, I encourage you to open this file. This is what the guide tell you. Sorry if I didn't put it in my tutorials, but I hope you do have the curiosity to open the file. So this is what we will do. Open the file, and we will try to see what happens there. So I stop this one, and you can see that I'm having Houdini FX 18.5, the build 532, opening. So we'll wait for him. So this is the file used by the city sample project. At least this is the one used for the city sample level. Okay, so what I will do, I try to prepare it. So let's see what the graph is, what we do have in the graph. So I will go open this graph and put it there so I can see most of the graph, and you can see that it's organized. So I encourage you to do the same. So we do have the city shape there, the arteries, the city zones, and some removals. I can't see this one in the guide. So, and the next thing what we should do is, you can see that we do have all the main inputs organized and the optional inputs there. This is new for me, so maybe I should give it a look. Okay, this is interesting. So maybe I should, yeah, I should give it, definitely should give it a try and dive in the network and see what happens there. So let's put it in the auto update, because the only way to have the city visualized is to put it on auto update. Okay, you can't have it another way. So the way to do that, just go auto update. So you can see that it starts to calculating the small city. This will take a time, so we'll pause the video and go back once it is done. Okay. Okay, welcome back. So this is already have finished the process of generation the city. By the way, I do have my latest setup, so we should be better enjoying our city sample project. Okay, so my PC has been updated, so we should be good to go in our next videos. So you can see that we do have this little city up there ready to go, and we should be able to continue. So you can, if you want to follow along, you just take all the generated files and regenerate a city in another level. Okay, but I don't think it should be a great one. This should be just for example, will help you, for example, to just do, for example, try to modify some aspect of the city and enjoy yourself, and trying to do for example, some modification and see what happens next in Unreal. Okay, so right now we should be good to go. You should be able to, for example, follow along the videos, the last videos, and try to import, for example, the exported items, for example, for the freeway, and try to have them in Unreal. Okay, but let's check if this is the case. Okay, I'm curious. I think you're curious like me. Does it do the same thing, for example, as this as the city generated? Let's see for yourself. Okay, It will take some time, but it's for uh, the good sake of try to understanding what happens. So I will open the city sample project. This I remember I forgot something which is very important regarding the plugin, because some will say where is the plugin and why should we use the 5.0.3? Okay, so this is an important question. Okay, this is an important one. So we'll try to answer why we do need to use the Unreal 5.0.3, and this is because the city sample comes shipped with the plugin. So you don't have to download it inside FX website. And if you go to the city sample project plugins folder, you should find some of the plugins used by the project. And if you go to the third party section of the folder, you'll find the Houdini engine plugin there. Let's go to the plugin section. And in the plugin section, if we browse for the Houdini, you'll find that by default it is the 18.5.532. So there's no way to have the things going and working well if you don't follow along with the prerequisites. And the prerequisites are clear. You should use the 18.5.532. This is because the city sample comes shipped with this plugin. So you find it, I repeat, in the plugin folder, third party, Houdini engine, and this is where you find your 18.5.532. So let me check if I am in the first, let's go to the level, which is the small city level. You can see it here, okay? And let's open it. I'm not sure that my PC will follow along, so maybe I should scale it a bit. Yeah, let's see, no problem. Let's see. Okay, so we do have our city, it's there. So let me put more speed in the camera so I can go much easier and much wide. And let's check if we do have the same shape for the city as the file we do have in the disk. So the way to do that, we have to go to the word partition and load all the files. Okay, this is all the cells, sorry. So all the cells, you can see that by default we do have one version from the city. So what I will do, I will load all the cells, and this way we should be good to go and you should have all the city loaded. So let's wait for the cells. Okay, there it is. We do have all the city up there. So let me put more speed in the camera. Let's put 2, for example, there. This is the same. Yeah, let's put it 3. Okay, let's go with 3. Actually 4. 4 would be okay. So you can see this is it. This is the same file, and you can check that we already do have this one. So let me put it in. Yeah, full screen would be much better. So we should be good to go, and you can see that these are, yeah, let me give it some aerial view, and you can see, for example, that we do have this freeway, and if we go to the Houdini file, we should have the same. Okay, so see for yourself, we do have the same shape for the freeways, and this is exactly the same as the one generated. So I'm not mistaken. This is good to know. Okay, so you do have the same shape. See for yourself, this is the same, and actually you do have the same buildings there in the city. So this is the city generated for you from the city sample project. Okay, so the next step, of course, should be try from the beginning and redo all this all the steps we've done, and we'll do it in a live session like this one. Okay, so I hope that this first introduction lengthy video, sorry for that, there is no way to do it to answer your question, then to do another serial of videos and trying to redo the steps one by one. But this time we'll do it in a live session. Okay, and this time semi-live actually. This is not a stream one, and we'll try to do our best to answer all your questions. So I hope you like this first introduction of sessions of answering Q&A sessions. And I tell you, just if you don't already subscribe to the channel, just do it. There's always good content like this one. And I hope that I will see you in my next videos answering and continuing the city generation like this first step. Okay, so bye for now, and let's see you in my next videos.